और इस त्रासदी में भी रॉबर्ट वाड्रा ने कहीं ना कहीं एक हिंदुत्व का कार्ड खेल लिया। ईडी अभी इनके पीछे पड़ी है। ये बड़े गमजदा हैं, ये बड़े कहते हैं ना कि प्रताड़ित हैं। कहते हैं कि ईडी जब देखो तब मेरे पीछे पड़ जाती है, जब भी मैं किसी अल्पसंख्यक की बात करता हूं तो मेरे पीछे पड़ जाती है। और ये जो संदेश है महिलाओं को दिया गया है कि जाके मोदी को बताना, ये शो करता है कि वो जो अल्पसंख्यक है कितना प्रताड़ित है, अपने आप को कितना कमजोर महसूस कर रहा है। और मैं अपने आप को कमजोर काफी महसूस करता हूं। मैं राजनीति में नहीं आ पा रहा हूं और कहीं ना कहीं ये जो पार्टी है वर्तमान में, ये हिंदुत्व की बात करती है, मंदिरों पर किस प्रकार से बात करती है, मस्जिदों पर किस प्रकार से प्रहार करती है, ये उसका रिजल्ट है। ये कौन कह रहा है? पप्पू भैया के जीजा जी। और पप्पू भैया वहां जाके अमेरिका में कह चुके हैं कि हमारे यहाँ लोकतंत्र नहीं है, सूचना आयुक्त और सूचना आयोग जो है वो बिका हुआ है। हम महाराष्ट्र में जीत रहे थे लेकिन हम हार गए। तो ये जब भी देश से बाहर जाते हैं, ये देश की अस्मिता के साथ खेलने का प्रयास करते हैं और इसको देशद्रोही कहा जाएगा। लेकिन सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ऐसा कौन सा नायाब तरीका खोज लिया है कि अगर कोई जमानत पर बाहर है तो विदेश यात्रा कैसे कर रहा है, एक सवाल उठता है। अगर एक आम इंसान रहता है तो उसको उसके प्रदेश से बाहर जाने की अनुमति नहीं होती है, लेकिन पप्पू भैया तो विदेश की सैर करते हैं।
Terrorist acts are really a weak way of highlighting their cause. Doesn't highlight a cause, it only makes the people who use these acts on civilians and people who are just there for tourists. It's a weak act. All governments need to come together to fight this kind of an act or this kind of organizations. This government will try and show about Hindutva, and minorities feel uncomfortable and feel troubled when you have a survey on mosques or you tell people you cannot pray in this. Create instability, communal issues. The way this act, if you dissect this terrorist act that took place, if they're looking at people's identity, because there's a divide that has come about in our country with Hindus and Muslims and also Christians. On Easter, video footage of churches being burnt. This will create divides. This will create these kind of organizations to feel Hindus are making a problem for all the Muslims. Win elections or infuse some kind of disorder in people. Looking at identities and then killing somebody, that's a message. Also sending a message to the Prime Minister of our country. Why? Because Muslims are feeling weakened. The minorities are feeling weakened. 2 weeks before, I was summoned by the ED. Minorities or Muslims from saying their prayers on spilling over from their mosque to the road, on roofs of their homes. You have a survey of the mosques, that the temple under that, or there's a statue under that, or you tell them that Babur and Aurangzeb, negative thoughts about that. Yes, divide, and people will not appreciate that in our country, and communal disharmony will create this. This act is wrong. I condemn it. That whatever their cause is, this is the weakest way of uprising your cause. So I feel that innocent people have really terrible for the families. Internationally also people are looking at this, and even overseas, when you see terrorism, only creates fear and it doesn't create progress. But if people unite and stick together, forget about, because terrorism doesn't really see religion. But in this case, I feel that the way they filtered or selected people who they killed was very candid and clear. I feel that being secular in our country is the key of progress, unity, and for us to be united and strong is the only way the next generations will want to stay in our country. There'll be brotherhood, and I feel it only comes from a misuse in politics where religion is concerned and all that. That's why religion and politics should be separate, and do not use it, because this will only cause more and more cases as such, which is harmful for every religion, every person. Everybody's focus is on Kashmir today. Kashmir is a beautiful place in our country. Employment. And today nobody's going to go to Kashmir now, keeping this incident in mind. Devotees were going to go to Amarnath for their prayers and spiritually, but they're not going to be able to go there.